Very good. Okay, guys. Something that I want to explain in today's class is I am going to focus into two particular things. Okay? The pronunciation for past tenses verbs. The pronunciation for past tenses verbs. Okay. Uh, the pronunciation for the past tenses verbs is wait. Let me see. Let me see. Okay, let me see. Okay. Let me see. Because I want to see it from the point of view. Very good. Yes. Very good. So, first of all, I want to focus. I am going to focus. Wait. I want to focus on this. Wait. Okay, here. Okay. First, you can see a Word document here, right? And I want to focus in the pronunciation of some past tenses, okay, and past participle verbs pronunciations, okay. These verbs are like bring, okay, uh, think, teach, um, breathing, catch, seek, yeah. Well, I think these are, okay, these are. As you can see, the past tenses of each verb, the past tenses of this verb is, they have all in common one characteristic, yes, and is the same ending, okay? The same ending. For example, this is the ending for the verb bring, okay? This is the ending for the verb
So,
yes, very good. This is the ending for the verb teach. Okay, very good. Okay, sorry. This is the ending for the verb. And this is the ending for the verb seek. Okay. Okay. So what they have in common, is the same ending, the same ending. I am going to highlight this part, this part. I am going to highlight this part. This one here, this one here, and I am going to. So as you can see, they all have the same ending, but how do you pronounce them? How do you pronounce them? Can anybody repeat? Can anybody say, how do you say bring in past? I would like to listen. Somebody saying the pronunciation.
I would say bro.
And another. Okay, Maria Dailivic, how would you say that?
no, I'm not sure.
And Jose Manuel?
I say bro.
Jose Zapata, how would you say the past of bring?
Bro.
And Oneida, how would you say the past tense of bring?
Bro.
Okay. And what about, what else? Does anybody? Okay. Roxana, how would you say the past tense of bring?
Brought.
Samuel Boada, how would you say the past tense of the verb bring?
Bro.
Oh, can you repeat that again?
Bro.
Okay, Blanca, how would you say the past tense of the verb bring?
Brought.
And Aileen, how would you say the past tense of the verb bring? Eli. Well, don't worry, it's okay.
Bro.
Okay, don't worry, it's okay. No problem. So, what are we going to do? And I want from now, I want you to focus on this. Okay. I don't know which online dictionary you use. For example, I I always use this. Uh, I always use this online dictionary. In my personal opinion, I think is one of the best dictionaries ever. I am going to show it to you in this moment right now. Okay. Very good. You in this moment. So let me see. Let me see. So just want to. Okay. I am going to show it to you. Okay. This one here. Okay. Does everybody see word reference here?
Yeah.
Do you see word reference? So
Yes.
this is
Yes.
this is the online dictionary that I always use. This is one of the best. I think it's the best dictionary online ever because it not only helps you not only in English but in many different languages. Does anybody use word reference to search and to look for words?
Yes.
Oh, interesting. So I am going to write.
Yes, I use it a lot.
You use it a lot. Well, it has like many interesting things, many interesting things. So I am going to focus. I am going to focus on on the phonetic symbols. Okay. I am going to focus on the phonetic symbols, and I am going to copy them into in the. I am going to copy them in the. So the first one is. The second one is thought. Right. Sorry for being a bit slow. Very good. That's right. This is. See. There we go. I am going to copy all of the pronunciation for every single of the verbs. Okay. Sorry. Bless you.
Thank you. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. Don't worry. Remember, it's better outside than it's better outside than inside. Sorry. Okay, so very good. Here we go. What is the other? Very good. So you can see. So I'm so dumb. Here we go. Here we go. Very good. So. And right. Another one. There we go. There we go. So, and here I am going to. I'm going to go back to this. Okay, guys. Now we are back here in the. We're back here in the Word document that I have here, just for you to see how the way it is pronounced. I would like you to go to your, I don't know, app store, and if you have the opportunity, you can download this. I am going to show what it is. So I am going to show you this. Sorry. Good. Stop. Good. Go. This one here. There we go. So as you can see, guys, these verbs have the same ending in common. They have the same ending in common. As you can see, the phonetic symbols or the phonetic pronunciation of the phonemes used to pronounce the past tense or the past participle of these verbs is the same, as you can see. Now let's check. What is this? What are these sounds? As you can see, the phonetic transcription for each of these verbs contain this symbol. And these symbols represent what we call in Spanish, o larga. And the pronunciation is o, o. So listen, I am going to share the audio for the computer. So listen to this.
O,
I don't know if you can listen to
O,
what?
O,
So you can go to the App Store or you can go to the, I don't know, Play Store and the App Store for, I don't know, Android or Apple, and download this same application. You look for this, right? Phonemic chart, British Council, and you will find it. It is not that heavy, and it's easy to manage. So
O,
this pronunciation, these past tenses have the same symbol, okay? Because this one, the one that I am showing here, is an o corta, and this one is o. So, and at the last sound is the sound
T,
t, t. Remember, we started this sound, right? That is like a voiceless sound because it doesn't produce any sound. So next time when you pronounce these verbs, make sure to pronounce them like broad for this one, broad, thought. Don't say toad. Just say thought because they always odd. Thought. Actually, there is a mistake here because this is thought. Sorry, I made a mistake here because it's thought. Sorry. Yeah, sorry. I made a mistake here. Sorry. The symbol for this is this one here. The symbols we learned, one of the symbols that we learned here in this first class, okay, is, remember, is that sound, Thought, caught, and sought, okay? So next time you pronounce these verbs, make sure not to say ni brow, ni thought, ni caught, ni sought. No. Remember, you have to make like odd. They have the same ending. These five verbs, okay? These five verbs, they have the same ending. And it's the same like for the past participle. Remember, in English, irregular verbs are divided into four groups. Those verbs that have multiple changes, like for example, the verb go, the past tense is went, and the past participle is gone. And it has three different ways of written and pronunciation. So, and there are some verbs that they only change the present form. Like in the case of bring, think, teach, catch, and seek. These three verbs, they remain the same. The only one that changes The only one that changes is the present, because is bring in the past is brought and the past participle is brought. Yes, that's the second group. And there is a third group for the irregular verbs, that they only change the past. They only change the past. One of these verbs is come, because its past form is came, and the past participle came. Is come. The only one that changes is this. Come, came, come. This is the only verb that changes. And the present and the past participle remain the same. Okay, this is the fourth group, right? The third group. And there is another group of irregular verbs. There is another group for irregular verbs that they do not change. They do not change. Do not change, like, for example, the verb hit. The past is the same hit, and there is another that is the same hit. Another example of these verbs is cut, cut, and cut. Does anybody know any other verb that doesn't have any changes in present, past, or past participle? I'm all ears. Hi there.
No, I don't know.
Hi there. Can anybody hear me?
Yeah.
What about the
Can anybody hear me?
Yes.
What about the verb read? Read and read.
They have this.
Yeah. Can anybody hear me?
Yes.
I'm all ears. Can anybody hear me?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Okay, perfect. I know there is a lot of distortion in the audio. There is a lot of distortion in the audio. Well, let's see if we can move on with this. Let's see if we can move on with this. Okay, I was asking, can anybody tell me another verb that doesn't have changes in present and past participle?
For example, the verb read. Read, read, and read.
Read,
But it
very
changes
good.
in pronunciation.
Very good. What they differ is the pronunciation. But it is the same spelling, Okay. Does anybody know? Does anybody know another verb that doesn't change in present, past, and past participle?
The verb read.
The verb read. I
I don't know.
I think I have already written that verb here in the here. There are more. There are several of these verbs.
Also the verb put. Put.
Very good. The
See?
verb put.
No, right?
Yes, the verb put. It's
Verb
another.
hit.
It's another. What is another?
Hit.
What?
Hit.
Set.
Hit. H-I-T.
H-I-T. Hit. Oh,
Yes,
I already wrote it.
Oh,
Here.
right.
I already wrote it here. There is another verb that is set because it's the same. It's the same thing. The verb set. There's another one. That's it. What?
Heart.
Oh yes, the verb heard. Very good. Because heard is the same thing. Okay, it's the same thing for
Verb.
past.
Let.
Let. Yes. Thank you, Samuel. Right? That's Samuel, right?
Yes.
Okay. Very good. Now I'm familiarizing with everybody's voice. Yes, that's another. Well, this is something for you to keep in mind when you pronounce the past tenses of the verbs. Be careful when you say to say the pronunciation of these verbs because they have the same ending. And the same ending is odd, odd, odd. Brought, thought, taught, caught, sought. Be careful. Never say again, brought, ni thought, ni told, ni caught, ni sought. No, 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 no. Be careful. Don't say that again. Never from now on. From now on. From now on, don't say that. Don't say that because and now you're learning phonetics, and phonetics means good pronunciation. You understand? So another sound, another word that I would like to, or another ending of the verb, another ending for the verbs. Another ending for the verbs is like, for example, the verb, this one here. Sorry. Sorry. So, laugh. Sorry, it's laugh. And there is another one that is tough. How do you say this one here? What is the pronunciation for this verb?
Laugh.
But most people, when they pronounce this verb, this word, they always say loud or thou. Let's move on to the pronunciation in word reference. Okay. Sorry. See what happens here. I am going to write the pronunciation for this one here. And there is another one that is. So there is another. Very good. So there is this one here. Here, I'm going to put it 6. Here, I'm going to put it 6. Yes. And what do they have in common? They have in common that these words end in F. Okay? These words end in F. And as you may know, now before with all the voiceless sounds, F is part of the voiceless sounds because it doesn't produce vibration. You say, next time you say laugh, and tap. As you can see, we have this A, that is a long, una A larga, and this is a corta, but open A, una A abierta y corta. So, let's move on with this. Let's move on with this. Let's move on into the phonemic chart. The A that we saw there is this same A. This is a larga, and this is a corta but open A. Okay? So you can say cup,
love,
and how do you say dinero in English?
Money.
How do you say dinero?
Money.
Don't say ever again money. No, not money. Next time you say money. It's like saying money, the one that we eat, money salado, money. Yes, but with the stress in the A, money. Don't forget that. Money. That's the pronunciation. Okay, so money. So the long E, this one.
heart,
Dark. And this one here.
fast,
Okay. So that's one of the things. Another. Don't forget. Next time you see these words, well, verb to negative, right? Verb to negative. Finishing in UGH, remember the pronunciation at the end is la and ta. Okay? Don't forget that. Okay. Oh, another word, this may be funny for most of you. This must be funny for most of you. There is another one that is called like beach or pitch. Understand? Beach, you know, that is playa. And beach is perra. The perra from the dog's female. Dog's female. Yes? It's a dog's female. Does anybody have a beach as a pet?
I
No?
think it's wrong to have a bitch.
Does anybody have a beach as a pet? I have a beach as a pet. I have a beach as a pet. You wanna see it? You wanna see it? Bella, here.
I have a turtle.
You have a turtle? Oh,
Yeah.
come here. Come here. Come here. Okay. Hey, this is my pet, Perla, and she's a bitch. Okay, Nina, go there. I love dogs. Do you like dogs?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so what is the pronunciation for the first word? What is the pronunciation for the first word? What is the pronunciation? When we move like beach, right? Beach. I am going to write the phonetic transcription for each. Okay, here we go. And I am going to check like. Okay. 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 Here we go. So I am going to focus on these two sounds. Okay. So these two sounds. Okay. So I am going to focus in these two sounds. These two sounds because they are like the same. Okay. So be careful with this. Okay. Let's look at these two sounds. This is a long E. E or E larga. Okay?
E,
Listen.
E, E,
E.
And this is a short E. Oh, una E corta. So listen.
E.
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 E. That's it. E.
E.
What's the difference between these two words? What's the difference? Well, playa, beach, beach.
Green.
Beach.
Green.
And the other one is pitch.
Beach.
Pitch.
Beach.
Okay.
Which is a one word?
Which word?
Like a
Is a round word. I mean the bad one. The root word.
The root word is like B. It's like E. Okay. Yes. Here I am going to focus on this. Yeah. This one here, and then at the end they have in common. That they finish in
ch, ch,
ch.
ch.
Cha is the combination of two sounds. This sound here that is
T, t, t.
and the combination of this sound that is
Sh,
is the same sound that you make when you tell somebody or everybody just like, hey, understand? So when you look at these two sounds, that is
t,
t,
sh, stop,
or
shoe,
so words like, for example,
teacher,
teacher,
chair,
chair,
choice.
choice. But be careful with this, okay? Be careful with these two sounds, okay? So I am going to move. Oh, something is. What is happening over there? Something is going on over there.
sorry.
Don't worry, it's okay. Don't worry, it's okay. No problem. Don't worry, it's okay. So, okay, how do you say playa in English? Okay, somebody tell me, how do you say playa in English?
Beach? No.
Remember, es una
Beach.
I larga. Beach.
Beach. Beach.
Beach.
Beach.
Beach.
How do you say perra in English?
Beach.
Bitch.
Fish.
Bitch. 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 Remember, it's a short E. It's it. Bitch. Playa. Long E. Beach.
Beach.
Very good. Very good. Oh, sorry.
Beach and beach.
Yes. Very good. Very good. Excellent. Excellent. So,
It is beach and beach.
yes. Yes. Bitch. Beach and bitch. Beach and bitch.
Beach and beach.
Okay. Very good. So, this is another difficult word for English learners to understand at the beginning, the difference between these two words, okay? Somebody pronounce or makes a pronunciation with this word, this.
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 Okay, more people, okay.
This.
Yes, very good, excellent. So, and can anybody tell me the pronunciation of this word?
This.
This. This.
This.
Okay,
This.
let me ask you for something. Has it been difficult for you to make the difference between these two words?
Yeah. This.
There is another.
For me, yes.
Is difficult for you. And what about these two words?
Kiss.
Kiss.
Yeah.
It's difficult. Yeah. No, it's not the same. 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 Okay.
Kiss. Kiss.
Yeah. Get this. Okay. So let's make the difference between these two words. Let's make the difference between this word from the phonetic point of view. Okay. Phonetic point of view, the phonetic pronunciation. Okay. So let's try this. Okay. This. Is this. This is this one, and this one is. Very good. This one here.
I think the difference is the letter I. The first one is like a short. This and the second one is longer. This.
Bravo! Very good. Bravo. Excellent. Toma tu like. Toma tu like. Yes, or we make some fireworks. some fireworks. Yeah, some fireworks for you to run. Yes, of course. You're totally right. You're totally right. When you make the difference between this, yes, is that the first one, it has a short E. You have to say it, this. And at the end. At the end, okay? While the other one is a long E, and the pronunciation at the end is okay? So, and the commons, this is a common sound for you now. You know this sound. You know this sound. Ustedes conocen ya ese sonido. You know this sound. You know this sound. So, let's look at here. Let's look at this word here. So, remember. Make vibration here. And remember, let's make the difference between this sound here. I am pretty sure that many of you know how to make, you know that, right? Okay. And the other sound is you have to make a lot of vibration here. It's a voice sound. Sound. Very good. So When you go to the pronunciation of these two words, when you go to the pronunciation of these two words, okay, let me see here. And go back to this. Is how do you say the first one? How do you say the first one?
Beige.
Beige.
How do you say this one?
Beige.
Okay, so this, these, these. Okay.
This.
This.
Okay. ¿O más? ¿Alguien más que me la diga? Okay. Okay. Somebody else. A ver. Somebody else.
This.
Aileen. Nope.
Kiss. No, sorry. Kiss.
And Blanca.
This and this.
Very good. This one here. A ver, José Zapata.
This and this.
Yeah, cool. So, don't forget. Use them. These. Okay, very good.
This.
And now I can imagine you can make the difference between these two words. Yes, between these two words, these two new words. Kiss and kiss. Yeah, kiss and kiss. Kiss and kiss. Is almost the same pronunciation as in this. It has the same ending. If we look at this. Okay. Very good. Yes, very good. So it's gonna be like the same.
Is.
It's gonna
kiss and kiss.
Keys. Be careful with this. Because this is the plural, okay? This is the plural. So the final pronunciation is z. Keys. Okay, keys. Okay. And from now on, I would like to know from each one of you which have been the words that you always have like troubles to pronounce when speaking English. And nobody's perfect. For me, it was difficult, for example, at the beginning, to learn the pronunciation of the letter J in the alphabet, J. And for me, it was hard to learn the pronunciation of the vowel E, that in English is I. I had to use I had to relate these two sounds. I had to relate these two sounds with some other. I had to associate. For example, I always related the sound with something that happening to my. For example, when I hammer one of my fingers, when you hammer one of your fingers, have you hammered one of your fingers? Hammered. That you are hammered is martillado. Hammered.
No.
When you have hammered one of your fingers, haven't you hammered one of your fingers? Nunca se han machucado, martillado un dedo. No?
Never.
No, never? No. Come on, that's everybody's. No, that's everybody's. It's a life rule. Everybody has to hammer a finger.
I don't remember.
Yeah, hammering. And not maybe with a hammer, but maybe with a door.
With a door. Yeah.
With a door. Maybe with a door or with an, I don't know, with an implement
In
that
a
you
window.
use. Yeah. So you say,
Yeah.
what is the first sound that you say? I. I relate.
I.
Of course, some of you may say words. Some of you may say words after the I or before the I. Some of you may say some words, some F words.
That's true.
Yeah, but you say I. And the
Bad
other,
words.
yeah, F words or bad words. And the other thing is that when I learned the pronunciation of the vowel, the word, the consonant jota, that was J. I had to relate it with a cartoon, a very famous cartoon, Loso Yogi. Yes, he always say J J J. That was the only way I learned them. So, but I would like to ask you, and I would like you to tell me which words, specific words, that you have always had problems in pronouncing them. I don't know. I want you. Yes, words like pronouncing, the pronunciation. For example, some people or most people, when they say tres, then they say tres, they say three. When the real pronunciation is three. You understand?
Three.
But hey, no matter how much you study or you are conscious, you say, oh, next time I'm going to say like three. And next time when you're talking, you say three. And then you stop yourself and then, oh my God, I screw it, I say it again. So it's like a loop. You understand? It's like a loop. You always go to the beginning. You always go to the beginning.
I think, Professor, I think with the word thank you, people say thank you. Thank you. Thank you is the right pronunciation. Thank you with the TH.
Very good, very good. So what is the right pronunciation?
Thank you.
Thank you. Never ever in your lives would say thank you or thank you. Never in your lives. You have to say thank you. Okay. Well, this is something that I predicted. This is something that I predicted. I always came back to the same, because experience has taught me how to do it. Okay. One thing that I would like to focus on as well is these words.
Yes. Here.
Sorry. I made a spelling mistake here. Yellow. Another one. Words? No, let's use just these words. Okay. I would like you to tell me, I would like that everybody tells me the pronunciation of these words. Okay, let's start. I'm going to let people to start. Let's see Roxana. Roxana to the line. Yes. Can you repeat these words? Can you repeat these words, please?
Yes, you, year, young, yellow, yesterday, young.
Okay. Okay, let's see Oneida. Oneida, can you repeat these words, please?
Yes, you, year, young, yellow, yesterday, young.
Okay, thank you. Samuel, I would like you to repeat these words.
Yes, you, here, young, yellow, yesterday, young.
Very good. What about Blanca? Blanca, can you repeat these words, please?
Yes, you, year, young, yellow, yesterday, young.
What about Aileen? Can you repeat this word for me, please?
Yes, you, year, young, yellow, yesterday, yo.
Dixon, Dixon. Dixon, are you there?
Yes.
Dixon, are you there? No, Dixon is not
I
there.
understand.
Okay, Jose Manuel, are you there? Can you repeat this word for me?
Yes. Okay. Yes. You, year, young, yellow, yesterday, young.
Okay. Jose, Zapata, Oneida, and is there anybody else missing here? I don't know who the person is. There is a number there. Ah, who? Who is missing? Who is missing in the pronunciation? I would like to.
Me.
Okay, so you. Who are you, by the way?
Here.
What? Maria
Yes,
Maria
you.
Dailivic?
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
so,
me.
okay.
Yes, you, year, young, yellow, yesterday, and young.
Pay attention to these parts. What do these sounds have in common? What do those have?
Letter
Huh?
The Y sound.
the Y.
The Y sound, the Y sound. They have in
Yes.
common the Y sound. Yeah, that's true. That's true. They have in common the Y sound. But you know what? Spanish speakers as you and me, when we learn English, we tend to make this pronunciation mistake. This pronunciation mistakes because most English learners, they pronounce at the beginning this word. Listen. This sound.
J, j,
Ja, ja, ja.
j, j,
Ja,
j,
ja, ja is the fusion of the word
d,
the and the word
j,
j, j, j. Okay, so the pronunciation of this phonetic symbol is
j, j,
ja, ja.
j,
And most Spanish speakers, when they say words, they say yes, you, year, young, yellow, yesterday, and John. And that's not the correct pronunciation. Not the correct pronunciation. If we look at word reference, and we okay, so let me go back to the words. Yes, very good. Yes, here we go. If we go back to word reference, so we can start like looking for the phonetic transcription of each word. Okay, each word. This one here. Very good. And you. You. Very good. You. Very good. Very good. And here. Very good. Here. We have the transcription. Very good. So, okay, very good. Okay. Okay, very good. So here we go. Oh, sorry, my dog is barking. Barking. Niña. Ven. Oh my God. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Sorry for my dog was barking. There is something that I cannot avoid. Just a very good watch dog. Okay, so as you can see, these words they have in common the pronunciation yeah. They have in common the pronunciation yeah, and not j. Next time when you say these words, don't say j. You have to say yeah. Okay, so look at this. It has this sound in common. They have all this sound in common. The j. The j most of the times. Okay. The y is all the time pronounced this way. Listen to this.
Yeah.
How do you say this word? How do you say this sound, this phonetic sound?
Yeah.
Yeah. So next time when you say see in English, you have to say yes, not just. Have to be yes.
A question. Teacher.
Question. Tell me.
It's wrong to say yeah.
No, it isn't. It isn't. The thing is that when you say yeah, is when you're talking like normally, commonly, informal speech with your friends and everything. You use it a lot when you text messages, but it's normal. It's okay. There's no problem. You can say yeah. Of course. Okay. So, is there any other question? Another question about this? So, I repeat, never ever use the sound j to say these words, the ones that are we studying in this moment. Never ever in your life repeat again chess or you or year or yesterday or whatever. Understand? So remember, you have to say yes, you, ear, young, yellow, yesterday, yawn.
Yes. You.
Very good. So I would like